Hello everybody, welcome to Illustrator Jones once again. Yes, it's a bit different this time for this video. Not a scribble sketch as such, but I'm gonna show you what I do if I hit a bit of a brick wall with my imagination and things don't come out straight away, and it's difficult to do it on a big sheet of paper. So here we go. It might work for you, it might not, it might be a load of rubbish, but let's have a go anyway. So if I hit a bit of a... Oh, the sun's come out and it's shining on my paper. Excuse me. Okay, let's get going. So first of all, I'm going to draw little pages on my sheet of paper. So if you can imagine, each one of these squares is the same size as this sheet of paper here. So let's get going. I want to draw a rampaging monster, but I want to make it from a different angle to the other ones I've drawn, because they're always like, you know, monster behind, men running in front. So I had a little image in my head of a building, maybe like that. Now if you're thinking, what kind of building is that, Chris? That is on top of a building, on top of like a skyscraper kind of thing, or a, you know, a tall building in a city. And this is a railing, because what it is, I want close-ups of people, just to give you a sense of scale. So I'm going to have a dude here shouting orders like that. Just a simple sausage shape and a circle for his head, and maybe you can put his helmet on, because it's the home guard, and they're always out to... Do you ever remember that film in the 90s, 97 was it, Godzilla, with Matthew Broderick? Brilliant film. This is this kind of thing. So yeah, so here's him shouting something like, I don't think he's seen us. So I'm going to draw lots of little people down here, soldiers. Just draw little sausages. Stick a circle on their head. And remember, you're looking down on them from above, because you're up here. You're looking down like that. So now I'm going to draw another building here. This is in the background now. Two buildings. I'm going to draw one going that way, roughly put in the windows, trying to get the angles right, the perspective right, if I can. So imagine this is in shade here. Like that. Is here. And then the monster peeping his head around the corner. It can be any kind of monster, I don't know what it's going to be. Put some fingers here as well. So something like that, I don't know. I don't know about the monster now. So I quite like the layout of that. But yeah, you see, so that's one little idea. I haven't drawn any details on the monster yet, because I haven't figured out what I want to draw the monster as. So if I'm gonna, it's gonna be like a dinosaur kind of thing. So if I draw him again, I quite like that one. Let's draw a couple of eyes on him. Question is though, will I be able to draw this on a big sheet of paper? I hope so. I'm having my doubts. So he's going to have a tongue lolloping out of here like that. That would be here somewhere again, and then that would be here. So maybe something like that, I don't know. Maybe something like that. So if we, there's another idea I had, where, oh, what was it now? Possibly in a helicopter? Little dude's head sticking out the window. Don't know if that would work. Engine on top. Don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't know. This is why when you're doing it, these small little panels, you know, save you doing a huge big drawing and it not working. They're good fun to do, mind you. So he's seen him. Let's put a big hand up here as if you're going to grab him. There. Anyway, there's another version you can do. We're just trying to work out, you know, what will look good. Instead of just, you know, you can make things out of scribbles. You can also make little drawings. And even if you go into these and finish them, ink them up, put the detail in, colour them in, then do the one you know you're most fond of. So I did have an idea of a big building here, kind of thing, going down like that. Now this is, can you see what that is? These are buildings from above. You might have to have a little practice of these, possibly. Like I said, do small ones first. You can even finish these. So this would be in the shade because it's tucked away in between the buildings. Try and get your lines to go in the right directions, and don't forget your perspective if you can manage it. I'm not saying my perspective is in any way correct. It's just as I'm just guessing at it really. So you're going to draw the top of your building here, maybe another building up there. Up that sits on top of this one. Maybe make these a lot smaller, these people, to be honest. And put a dinosaur here somewhere. Maybe turning his head in view of these people. Imagine that's his neck going down to his tail, which is down here. And as he goes further down, the smaller he gets. And we're going to put a big claw mark up here. Big grabby claw. If you notice, it's just a kind of an archy square. I don't think there's such a thing as an archy square, but anyway. Let's see if that's any good for small little details like this. Oh, works alright. That was from AliExpress for about £1, I think. Just cut all these buildings out from inside his mouth and on his chin. And he's going to be reaching up with his other arm this way, I think. Maybe like that. Something like that. Let's put some spikes on his back. So you can see that, yeah, that's his spine going down. That's his belly. And that's his tail with more spines on it, but getting smaller as they go down. And draw a helicopter. I always draw helicopters circular, so or like that. Maybe like that. Like that. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. That could go there. So you could draw that on a separate piece of paper and put it in later in Photoshop or whatever software you use. Possibly. So if you link those like that, so it was like roaring dinosaur, like that. Angry roaring dinosaur. A building here now, which maybe his tail like that. I'm going to draw his fist now. I hope this is making sense. Darken that up there so that it pops his face out a little bit. Anyway, it just gives you an idea of what you can do. Just very rough ideas. I quite like that one. So you got people screaming here. Oh, run away! Yeah, I've come away from that one and gone to this now, which is a lot more dramatic, that scene there. And with the helicopter you could have him, I suppose, with the doorway. looking out the window, couldn't you? Maybe it could be Shamus Gumshoe. Maybe something like that. That, you know, that would go up here. That kind of scene. Yeah, there's something like that over here. So this would be a separate drawing here, this would. So this would be part 1. And that would be part 2. So now we're going to go and, you know, just try out 3 more. There's no harm in trying out 3 more. Although I'm quite heavily, but I'm not sure what the story's going to be. What's he going to be saying? Well, it could be news. So you could go for something on the ground. I don't know, maybe put a road in like that. Just a very simple, basically a triangle with a buildings. Like that. Colour this in black or very, very dark to give you a sense of distance. Maybe some street lights. Although I have drawn this before, see, so I'm kind of falling back. Yeah, my lines are not right here. My lines are completely messed up. Like a giant octopus coming out the ground kind of thing. It does have to be very shallow. Like that. But then octopuses can get in and out of really small holes, can't they? I'm going to give him goofy teeth, I don't know why, but I am. So let's put some tentacles up there. So maybe him, but smaller. If you can imagine that you've drawn it big on a piece of paper like this, but when you've got it in the computer, you can reduce it down and drop him into that scene there. And maybe he would look that big instead of that big, if you know what I mean. So you would draw him with his tentacles in full, but on here you would draw him a lot smaller. So you could draw him maybe like that, coming out the hole, big eyes. Yeah. So a little nose. Like that, you see. And that would be that drawing, but reduced down and put in here. Yeah, something like that, something along those lines. I quite like that one. So that's a maybe. So that's, you know. There you go. And there's your pencils for your first trial of of doing a drawing. You haven't drawn it on a huge piece of paper. You've also decided which bits you want to keep separate. Maybe I like the monster more in that one than I do in that one. So I wonder if I should change that monster to there. We'll see, we'll see. So let's get on with doing the rest of the drawing. Yeah, so here I am scanning it in, getting the drawing that I want to make, you know, larger. So I've enlarged it there onto an A4 sheet, and I'm going to print that out as on an A4 now, from the original little sketch that you saw on those sheets, on that sheet of paper. So there's the original, but blown up big. And now I put it on my light box, which I got from Amazon for about 30 quid. It's all LEDs. And I'm tracing it off. Simple as that. Yeah, so yeah, they're not very expensive. You can buy them on Temu, AliExpress, Amazon. They're not very expensive, the light boxes. They used to be blinking ridiculous. They really were expensive. Not so now. Not so much now. So, and they're brilliant. You can put comics on there and trace them off, you know. You really have a lot of fun with them. But I do this if I was, you know, from a little drawing, blow it up, print it out, trace it off. And yeah, so well, all those little drawings I did, I picked the one I liked, and that's what I went with. So inking him up now, inking him up with my brush pen and little fine liners, putting lots of detail in now. But yes, it's all coming together. Now I thought I was trying to do all this in 30 minutes, but I managed to do it just over, I think it's about 31 minutes. So I was quite happy with that. I thought it was going to be too long. Yeah, you'll have to forgive me for not being on camera, because I bought one from AliExpress and it doesn't work. Well, it does work, but I don't know. It does work, but now I'm drawing all the little cars now in pencil, and the buses and things that have crashed, and you know, people have got out and run away, kind of thing, because a big traffic jam. So I just ink straight over those. I don't bother, you know, printing those out. Straight over the pencil with a black pen. Do all the little people. And then what I'll do is I'll cut that out, I'll scan it in, cut it out, I'll colour it in first, and then just drop it in the street. You know, a bit of something down there then. Did try to do some people on top of the building. Don't know whether that was successful or not. Gonna draw the big chopper now. I did draw it before, but I didn't like the angle of it. I wanted a different angle so that you could see Shamus looking out the window, terrified as this big thing jumps up and tries to grab the helicopter, you know. So I got him screaming, you know, we've got to go up, we've got to go up, holy carp, you know, he's going to get us, kind of thing. And there's a little pilot. So I drew them separately. Not entirely sure why I drew that separately, to be honest, but I did. So I think there's 3 sheets of paper under there, is there? I can't remember. I hope you can see that. There it is. So yeah, I finished that off, and then I just ink straight over that like I normally do, straight over the pencil, and then rub it out afterwards, which is, you know, an easy way of doing it. A while back, or years ago, I used to do all the pencil, and then I would trace all the pencil off, and I'd have the pencils as well as all the inking as separate drawings. But since I started drawing in my sketchbook and drawing in pencil and then going over it with ink, I haven't bothered doing that really. Drawing Shamus in there screaming and the pilot panicking. I've no idea the model and make of the helicopter because it's straight out of my brain. It's what I think a helicopter looks like. Probably nothing like it at all. Now, if you're doing it just, you haven't got a computer, you can just do the propeller in pencil or a very fine pen, which is just like an egg shape on its side, kind of thing, if you can think of that. Going around it with a bit thicker pen, leaving the glass very with the fine liner, not thickening up the glass because I want that to look you know, thin and see-through, transparent. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Oh, there you go. See, there you go. quite happy with that. It's colouring in now. So this is a printout of the inked version. I have printed it out. I'm just using blues, like very light blues for the glass of the skyscrapers. Not that I know what skyscrapers look like, because I've never been to cities like that. I've been to London, but it's not much like that in London, really. Not huge streets of it like in New York, or what I imagine it to be like there. But yeah, just adding some little pink bits to the monster, you know, his mouth and everything around his eyes. I'm still using a lot of those cheap Temu pens, alcohol markers, which work really well. Now I used a different colour orange for his head because I wanted his head to pop off his body a little bit more, so I used a slightly richer and darker orange, and yeah, going with some dark and darker oranges for shadows, and then I will add some shadows later. Some reddy bits, make him stand out. All his spots I made red, did I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I enjoyed doing this drawing. Don't know if you like it, but I try my best to make it interesting. Yeah, using a warm grey for the roof of the buildings, because sometimes I think are they covered in, like, you know, I don't know, like a gravel, or I don't know, no idea. Yeah, adding some shadows now. So I used a darker blue than normal for the shadows because I wanted it to look like his body is so big it's blocking out the light, kind of thing. And yeah, these little spines on his back. I suppose I could have used more shadow on his body as if the buildings are causing it, but I didn't want the body of the monster to disappear too much. Now then, we like a little bit of Posca. Love a little bit of Posca. And we're using Posca. Yes, we like a bit of Posca. I have tried other pens and I thought, oh, these are really good, but they don't last very long. And these do seem the best ones to use, so if you want to sponsor me, Mr. Posca. Posca pens. Oh dear. Yeah, I've tried other ones. Oh, a helicopter now. So we're going to be doing the helicopter. Colouring in all the buses and cars and little people below. And Shamus Gumshoe in his helicopter. Because you've always got scenes like that, haven't you, with helicopters, especially that 1997 Godzilla movie with Matthew Broderick in. And you know, those people in a helicopter, the military, and then he comes up and bites the helicopter in half. Fantastic, that film. I loved that when that came out. Wonderful film. Yeah, so yeah, colouring them in a blue, the cars below. I'll just scan those in and cut them out, and then just drop them into the street scene as a separate layer. Making all the little highlights now with some Posca white. There you go. Scanning it all in. Now I had to adjust the colours quite a lot on the helicopter to make the red stand out a bit more. There you go. Make them into layers. Scan this one in. Now I wasn't happy with the direction of his eyeballs. I wanted it to look like he's just glaring. He's just about to jump and grab the helicopter. So I copied and pasted his eyeballs. There you go, look, drop the cars in. Change the colour a little bit. Using the same layer. Cheating, basically. I put some more cars in. And there you go, there's the propeller. Not the propeller, the rotors. It's just a circular layer made into an egg shape, turned on its side, and the opacity reduced. And some little triangles to give you the idea of, what do you call them? Not propellers. They're not propellers. Oh dear. I've just said the word and I can't think what it is. If you try and think of something, it doesn't work, does it? The rotors. That's what I'm thinking of. So I made his glass of the canopy of the helicopter more transparent. And now I'm getting the monster to shout out "Arr, arr, 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 arr." And Shamus Gumshoe shouting out, "Holy carp, we must go up." I'm not sure that's funny. Oh dear. That's as far as my language gets in my comics. Carp. Yeah, little. And there's the final results. I hope you enjoyed it, everybody. Thank you ever so much to all those people that have subscribed and watch regularly, and leaving likes and comments. I'm very grateful to you, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.